Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin for a Cause. I am your host, MrBevers, and I am joined today by the wonderful Chris, or better known as Kelzam. Welcome, Chris. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you, MrBevers. I appreciate you having me. I think this is an amazing cause, and I was so excited to get in on this.
Well, I'm super happy to hear you say that because I have been pouring my heart and soul into this series, and I just want to do it to, I don't know, have some fun cracking some packs and better the community, you know? So, yeah. Hi, hello.
Hello, my husband walking by.
That's okay. That's all right. Awesome. We're totally fine with cameos here, so I'm gonna leave it in, and they'll see him walk by, and it's gonna be great. But why don't you give everyone a little spiel about who you are and where they can find you?
Yeah, my name is Chris, as MrBevers, also known as Kelzam. I do a lot of graphic design. I'm mainly involved in the Commander community. I've been involved in the Magic community in various ways, and over the years, back in 2005, I founded MTG Salvation. That's moved on, and everyone there's kind of moved on to MTG Nexus now, which is another fan site and forum-based community. Over there, I'm on the Commander Primer Committee. Oh my God, that's a lot to say out loud. Where everyone likes to submit their threads they've posted about their commander decks over there, and we guide them through editing them to look a little bit more professional, to look kind of official, to where they're more like the primers. They're kind of guides for their deck and their commander, and it's really neat. I would encourage anyone to go there and check it out. I know everyone's kind of involved in like YouTube videos or TikTok deck techs or like stuff like that right now, but I think the written word is definitely one of the best formats to try and talk about a commander deck, of all the intricacies and the nuances that go into a deck.
For sure.
The other thing I do is I'm huge into graphic design. I do pretty much everything. I've been taking commissions as of this last October. I do stream overlays. I do graphic T-shirts. I do all the other kind of stream elements. I've done logos. I'm actually getting ready to set up a studio. I dabble in writing music, so I'm getting ready to start doing like intro music and stuff like that, and offering that up for commission.
Sweet.
So all kinds of stuff. But yeah, you can find me at Kelzam Gaming on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch, and also Kelzam on Arena and Magic Online, and pretty much everywhere there's Magic.
There you go. The guy managed to lock down that username everywhere. I was not as lucky as you, but that's okay.
No, I wasn't able. The only reason it was Kelzam Gaming on Twitter and so Kelzam is because there's some spam giveaway account that has Kelzam. There's like Kelzam or something from like back in 2013. And of course, you can't get Twitter to get rid of a account that hasn't posted in about 7 or 8 years to get your name back. But
I know this all too well. There's a MrBevers account out there that's my Twitter account is Mr_Bevers because there's a MrBevers account out there that hasn't posted anything since 2009. And it was from like some German Minecraft player.
At least it was a Minecraft player. Mine was just someone like retweeted like the same like giveaway like 5 times, and the account was never used after that.
And then was never used again. Oh man, terrible. Well, you know, this is such as the world of Twitter, I guess. But hey, what can we do? There should be links below in the description for all of those things that Chris mentioned there. So maybe not like the Arena account, because I mean, I can't really link you the Arena account, but you know how it goes. We'll make sure we get everything else up there. But for those of you out there who don't know what the series is about, welcome everybody. We're doing a pack battle for charity. And the idea here is that we're going to crack a pack with the stipulation we're going to have a winner and a loser in quotes, because the loser will be donating to the winner's charity, which is not really a losing thing in my opinion. So there is not really a loser in this sense. Everybody's a winner because someone wins the battle and the other person gets to donate to charity. So it's win-win in my opinion. Maybe I should stop calling it winner and loser. I should just call it winner and winner, right? Like winner and winner, right? Double winner.
Winner, magic dinner.
That's something like that. Yeah, something like that. But that being said, why don't we get into the charity information? So, Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about the charity you've chosen to send my money to if you win today?
Right. All right. So the charity I've chosen is Texas Children's Hospital. It's a charity that my local gamers community donates to every year. It's one that's very close to my heart. During the Extra Life event, the Extra Life money that goes through the gamers program also goes to Texas Children's Hospital. So I want to continue to support that. So that is where the money from either for MrBevers if he would lose, or myself if I would lose / win / would go.
Right. So that's awesome. I hope you win, because then my money will go there. I of course have a charity that I rotate through every week. So I believe I did. Yeah. So this week is Save Our Scruff, which is of course a local shelter to me that brings in rescues from outside of North America. Basically, like, it'll go and rescue street animals from countries that are torn by natural disasters or whatever, and bring them and give them sort of like a loving home, and get them the loving care that they need, basically. So all of their dogs are rescues from that kind of situation. So it's great. One of my friends is the one who turned me on to them, because they actually adopted both of their dogs from this company, and so they have 2 dogs that are both from varying states of life, but they both love their life now because they get to be at home with their loving parents. So you know how it goes. Exactly. Save our scruff. So that's where I'm going to send your money if I win today, or if we both choose. So at the end of the video, we might just both donate. So you know how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. But that being said, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the series, which is, of course, the pack battle. And that is that you came up with a stipulation, which I thought was a very interesting stipulation. It's definitely something we haven't done before on the series, so that's really cool. And you picked a very different pack than most people pick for this type of series as well. So why don't you tell everybody about the pack you picked?
All right, so the pack I picked was Modern Masters 2015. Modern Masters 2015 is my favorite Modern Masters set.
Oh yeah.
It has a lot. I think it has a lot of the things that, as a Commander player, interest me more than anything. I think people that play more Modern probably enjoyed the first Modern Masters and Modern Masters 2017 or Modern Masters 3 more than the middle set. But I think that the middle set actually has the most, as a mostly Commander player. I do play Modern. Well, I did before they banned Mox Opal because it died for Urza's sins. That's another story. But yeah, like, as a Commander player,
you don't sound bitter at all. Don't worry, it's fine.
As a Commander player, I definitely enjoyed 2015 more than any of the other Modern Master sets, so I wanted to pick that. And the stipulation is that we're going to use EDH Rec. Everyone knows EDH Rec if you play Commander, pretty much. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the uncommons in the pack and the rare, and we're going to look at how many decks total that card is in. So you can go to EDH Rec and you can go in the search bar and you can type up an individual card. And when you do that, you can look up and see how many decks that is in. So we're going to look up at the uncommons and the rare and or mythic that's in the pack and add up how many decks those are in. And whoever has the higher total representation among decks wins. So whoever has the highest number of decks that their cards are in wins.
I'm gonna get my phone out so I can get my calculator app.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna have to get my calculator out too.
Where are you, calculator? There you are. Okay, all right. I mean, maybe this is my. So you talked about how this is your favorite pack, and I understand where you're coming from for sure. For me, my favorite Master set is probably Eternal Masters. Now I know it's not a modern Master set, but EMA is probably my favorite out of all of the Master sets that have been printed, just because of the different archetypes you could play during draft with it. That was more so for me. But however, I will give you this point. This pack has this. Oh God, I love it.
It feels so good.
I love it. This is like my favorite thing to do. Is just that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Even hearing you do it, it's so good. It gives me goosebumps. Now that being said, like, that made these packs super easy to tamper with, which is unfortunate. If they could find another way to do something like that, like have a pull tab that made that sound without it being tamper proof, I would be all over it. Yeah,
for viewers watching, if you weren't around, you weren't playing when they did the Modern Masters 2015, they did these cardboard type packs. And the idea is they wanted to try and prevent plastic waste and to try and kind of do like a recycling type thing with the packs. Unfortunately, as like MrBevers said, there was a tampering issue with it, but also people were finding that because of the shape of the packs and the nature of them, they were also arriving damaged in a lot of boxes. So as soon as that got wind in the community, Wizard was kind of like, okay, we're not doing that again, and they haven't done it since then.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I mean, like, let's be honest, like if you can make a pack out of cardboard instead of plastic, it's way better for the environment, right? So I mean, what can we do, right? I mean, they've gone back to the original because it's like that's just what they used to do. It's cheap, it's easy for them.
Ironically, we're getting more sets a year now, so technically we're getting more waves a year than we were when this came out. So.
That's right. Yep. So you know, but we're gonna get into here. So like, I'm gonna show. So I've got my token card, which is a soldier. I've got a soldier on the front. The token was backwards in these sets for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, those are your commons.
I didn't get a token this one.
Oh, so you just got an ad card. Okay.
I just got an ad card.
Huh. All right. So then, of course, we got the commons here.
Backwards on your screen?
Nope, you're good. You're good. It's back. It looks backwards in Discord to you because that's how Discord does things. It likes to flip the video. So like mine looks backwards to me on my side.
Gotcha. Yeah, but it looks fine to me. Okay. Yeah. We're good.
So I've got a Nameless Inversion and a Sunlance. Well, you've got a Scion.
I got a Scion of the Wild, and then I have also a Sunlance.
All right, cool. All right, and then next one.
All right, the next one we have is a Wings of Velos Veil.
And I got a Sickle Ripper.
All right. And then next we got a Mighty Leap.
Cloud Elemental for me. Now we're just kind of going through the comments here slowly, everybody, but we are gonna, of course, be doing the stipulation when we get to the uncommons.
And then we have a good old Dusk Hunter Bat.
I got a Moonlit Strider. Ooh,
there
you go. Thoughtcast. I love that card.
Hey, I mentioned I played Affinity.
There you go. See, that was why I love that card, as I played Affinity too. And I've got a Instill Infection in my pack here.
Yeah,
there you go. Vines. It's a good common. Still worth $1 or so. I got a Brute Force.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, we got Fiery Fall.
And I got also a card that is about falling, only it's called Plummet. See?
Yeah.
It's basically the same card, right? That's how that works.
Pretty much. Got a Rusted Relic.
And I have a Soul Bright Flamekin. Yeah, I was like, it's a soul something. I think bright. Okay. My next one.
Now we get.
Oh, you got a mirror.
Alloy.
Yeah, that's
Alloy mirror. It's the cutest mirror.
It is. It's probably one of the most beautiful mirror, right? Like if you think of it that way, like if you look at all the mirror, they're all pretty streamlined, but that one is just like gorgeous compared to the others, in my opinion.
That backer.
We have a Sphere of the Suns here. And then I think we're into uncommons now. Is that correct? It looks like it.
Right.
Okay.
I got a Rootkin Ally.
Okay, so you're going to look yours up. I'm going to look mine up. And mine is a Scavenger Drake.
All right, so we got Rootkin Ally, and that do.
Okay, if I do this.
What deck would this be in?
Oh, man.
All right, so Rootkin Ally is in a total of 25 decks out of 0% of 228,760 decks.
Mine is also 0%, but it's 10 times yours almost. 214 decks.
Wow.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, next uncommon.
All right, so now we have.
Ooh.
What is that? Ethercast
and
Knight.
I got a good one. It's gonna be in a lot of decks probably.
Oh.
I got a Boilerworks.
All right. So
let's see here. This is gonna be holy moly.
I'm about to be blazed.
Holy moly. I'm ready to hear what your percentage is because I'm gonna tell you what my percentage is after.
All right, mine's at 0%, but it's in 395 decks.
Okay, so that was more than my first card. But still 0. This one is in 24%. And it is in 27,353 decks.
Oof.
So that's a lot of decks, but
That's a lot of decks.
that's to be assumed when we see a land, right? Especially one that's double colors. All right, next uncommon. I mean, you can still take this if you. Oh, look, lightning bolt. That's a good one. And I mean, and let's be honest, it goes in every deck that plays red, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a spectral procession, which is, it's not bad, but it's not as good as lightning bolt.
It's not as good as lightning bolt in Commander. I used to actually play black-white tokens in Modern as well, and that was one of my favorite cards in it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Lightning bolt is in 5% of decks at 11,992 decks.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good number. Mine's still high, but it's not as high as that. It's only 1,274. Okay, but in 1% of decks, this one.
All right, go to the next one. We have
you got your rare
S champion,
and I have a profane command.
Ooh, I think the profane command is going to win this one, but let's see.
Yeah. Well, yours is colorless, so technically it can go in every deck, right?
This is true.
So you'll have a bigger pool, right? Whereas I'll only have decks that can have black, right?
This is true. I have S champion in 0% of decks, but it's in 1,366 decks.
Okay, that's not a bad number. I mean, like, what's your total number of decks there? Like, you're 0% out of what, though? It's like every deck, right? So
yeah, it's like 464,408. It's funny because the percentage of decks total changes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how that works. So I just look at the in number of decks.
Right. Yeah. So profane command is in 4,616.
It's a very good card. It used to be played a lot in Commander. It kind of fell to the wayside as people have been kind of focusing on optimization in Commander. But that was one of my first black cards I used to play in Commander.
It's not a bad little card, that's for sure. And what's your foil? Because my foil is a sickle slicer. Oh,
you got all his dust.
Wow.
maybe we should have included the foils.
Wow. I mean, we can still just look it up here. We'll just look it up.
Yeah, let's look it up. I'm just curious how that is. So all is dust.
Oof, that's a good pack for you too.
Yeah, it was. I was like colorless bonanza pack there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all its dust is in 2% of decks. It's in 10,006 decks total.
So I mean, like when you hear the number 2%, you're like, oh, that's not very many. But then it's colorless, so it's in 2% of all decks, pretty much. So it's a large number. 10,000 you said. So if you add that in, what does your total come to?
Let's see, 10,000.
So I added my foil in as well.
It
was only 115. Nobody likes Sickle Slicer. I don't know why.
No one likes Sickle Slicer. It's poor Sickle Slicer.
I guess it's that 4-mana equip spell.
I came to a total of 23,784 decks represented by my pack.
Okay, and I came to 33,572.
Awesome. So, that is a Boilworks did some work for you there.
Yeah, it did. It really did. It's like, here, have an uncommon land that goes in every blue-red deck. Oh, all right. Yeah, fair. But yeah.
Wilder. At least neither of us got Primeval Titan.
That is true. Yes, yeah. Neither of us got the card that's literally in no decks, or what was it? Is in 3? I think that you said. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was like you looked it up, and it was like in 3 or 9. It's like, how does that work? I guess someone zeroed it in with their play groups or something.
Well, here it's like Primeval Titan banned. It's in 5 decks. Everybody,
beware.
Yeah,
it could be anyone.
Has a big band sticker across it too, which is funny. So. They ignored that. They were just like, I don't care that it's banned. It's fine. Just put it in there. But yeah, so that's it, everybody. It looks like I took the champion here. However, I'm still going to donate because I am a big fan of children's hospitals and the work that they do. So I will definitely be sending some money over that way. So you should see here on the screen popping up between the two of us. There should be little thank you messages showing our donations. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Chris, big thank you to you for joining. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join me here for this series. I really appreciate it. I know the charities do as well. But why don't you give everyone a little spiel about where they can find you, just in case they're looking.
Right. So you can find me at Kelzam Gaming on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm also Kelzam on MTG Nexus, MTG Arena, and MTG Online. Pretty much Kelzam in any gaming community, Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, all these other ones non-Magic related as well. I do graphic design. If you're looking for graphic design, there's a pinned thread on my Twitter feed, my Twitter profile page. You can look at that. Anytime I complete a project, I will post examples of it there to kind of have an ongoing resume or a portfolio of the work I've been doing, and that's primarily where people reach out to me because that's kind of the central area that the Magic community kind of communicates on is Twitter. So you can find me there.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Chris. I greatly appreciate it. And all of you out there, there are links below in the description, not only to Chris's content and where you can find him, but also to both the charities that we mentioned today. So if you do have the ability to give, please consider doing so. I know we would appreciate it, and I know the charities would as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, may your pulls ever be better. Bye.